my name is Kayla Huelskamp, and this is my office design project. This is the building that is located in Greenwood Village, Colorado, and was built in 1980 and is steel frame glass and masonry construction. The client that I chose was the Patagonia Company. They are dedicated in the existence of helping and bettering the planet. Yvonne Girard has been running this company for the last 45 years, and he's really valued the earth and really dedicated that to his company and his employees. Here's Patagonia's history from 1957 to September 2022. This is the executive team. In this office space, we're worrying about just 3 different departments. This is just all the departments kind of put in together and kind of how an office space is laid out. The problem statement is that they are in the existing second floor layout to create a functional office space that has a lot of multifunctional furniture for private and public areas. The goals were to create a light and bright space, use sustainably made furniture and products throughout, and increase efficiency with an open floor plan and multifunctional pieces, while incorporating biophiliac principles overall to just kind of round out the entire design. Here's some research. These are just the different codes that we use throughout, ADA codes. And then this is one of the companies that I used for a case study. This is the Adobe headquarters. They renovated it in San Jose, California. They renovated it to kind of play homage to the past and present of San Jose. So they created this very like open concept, a lot of open seating. They used a lot of locally sourced furniture, and used like a lot of like living room type spaces, collaborative workspaces, and really made it like a very comfortable environment for their employees. And they did that during around COVID time. These are some systems furniture manufacturers case studies. So I picked Haworth Office Spaces. They just had a lot of functional pieces. And then they also made sustainably made products. And this is Knoll for my other one. And they just made really bright, colorful, and open concept work office systems. So these were really useful. These are just the spatial requirements for each of the different sections. I wanted to include childcare just because that's something that Yvonne made for his employees to have. These are just some prototypicals of like conference spaces, the break room, open workspace, lobby, small office area, and executive offices and huddle spaces. This is a criteria matrix, just kind of showing all those adjacencies where there's daylighting, public access, plumbing. This is just the diagram showing, again, the same kind of thing, secondary adjacencies, primary adjacencies, and where daylighting and plumbing would be. My concept was adventure and exploration of the world around us, so I tried to get just different photos from around the world of bright, beautiful colors. My design statement is that Patagonia is to be reflective of the company's, the office is to be reflective of the company's, how they want to honor the earth. Simplistic, exciting, and bright. The overall space was to make sure that there were clear sight lines across the office, and that would allow all that natural lighting to help the space and not overwhelm everything. These are some concept statements. These concept sketches just show the workspace, a little lobby area, reception, and the employee break room. These are just the existing building analysis. So it just said the tenant space is on the second floor. It's 14,800 square feet. The floor to ceiling to drop ceiling is 13 feet and 8 inches. There's 2 elevators, 4 sets of stairs, 2 sets of elevators. And these are just the spatial requirements throughout the different office spaces of what they would need. This is the party ideation diagram. I did find out that I made this a little bit too big. I didn't realize that we were supposed to kind of only go the halfway mark. I still use the exact same circulation study and circulation type when I did lower it back down to that halfway mark. This is kind of the space plan that I used, and of all the different types of office furniture and spaces. This is the other space plan. I did lose half of my plan, so I lost my rivet file. So this was my first design. So this is also the space plan. So this is the focal point, the focal areas of the reception. Right behind the reception is the conference space, and then off to the other side is the office space and huddle area. These are the circulation and shadow plans. Here's my ceiling plan. This just shows all the different lighting, sprinklers, smoke detectors, emergency lighting, and the different ceiling types throughout the spaces. This is just the building sections showing the reception and the office space, showing just the ceiling heights, the curtain, different wall types, and the reception desk. Here are the building sections for the conference room, and this is the huddle space that is in the office space. This is an elevation that runs south and shows the whole space together, showing the different office spaces, the conference area, the reception, or the lobby, and then some workspaces. This is a 3D rendering of showing kind of where you're coming out of the elevator. This is a reception desk. And then the conference room is right behind that with the curtain glass wall. Now this is where if you were coming from the reception to the office space is kind of what you would see. So this is the office spaces. There's a more open concept office space in the back of that. And there's kind of like a partition wall that has a wood detailing on it that kind of makes it still see-through but a little bit more private. And then these tents off to the side, they are like acoustic tents that have seating in them that they can go sit down in. There is standing tables for collaborative spaces. And then we also have these other spaces that have, or these chairs. They're actually Pilates balls. They're made by a Swedish company. You can see them right here off to the side. They are... they're covered in cloth, and then they're stabilized so they don't roll or anything, and they can help like build your core, and they're good like ergonomic options, as well as there were office chairs. And this is just a rendering of the huddle space. This is a furniture plan with shadows and without, showing just the different furniture pieces and the separate office spaces throughout. This is the electrical plan. This just kind of shows where the tele data floor outlet is, the floor duplex single outlets are underneath most of the tables, and the outlets on the walls. This is the finished plan. This just shows different wall coverings, flooring, and wall coloring. Yeah. Then this is the focal area for the reception and lobby. These are just, I added in all the different materials. The elevation kind of shows how they would all look together, as well as the rendering. And then this is the floor plan off to the side, how those are laid out. Then the other focal area is the conference room. Again, just the different materials and furnishings throughout the space, kind of shown throughout the floor plan and that elevation, and then it comes to life in that rendering. And then in the office space was the other focal area. These I did add in, kind of bulked in 2 office space areas. So one is more of an open concept, and then the other one has a little bit like semi-private space where they can have up those boards, but they are still pretty open concept. And then I added in a lot of collaborative space areas, with those desks, those standing desks, sitting desks, the huddle space, and those little huts off to the side. trying to kind of use natural materials throughout. And then these are all the materials and the specifications for each of the rooms all added together. And that completes my presentation. I tried to create a very open and light space for Patagonia, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.